In the darkness of toxic relationships, the narcissist emerges as a master manipulator, pulling the strings of their puppets with the invisible threads of control. To satisfy their insatiable thirst for power, they employ every trick in the book, transforming themselves with cunning adaptability and exploiting every psychological loophole to achieve their aims. Today, we will delve into the labyrinth of the narcissist mind and expose the divide and conquer strategy, a powerful weapon they wield to sow division and assert dominance. Human history has borne witness to countless tragedies spawned by this very tactic, from the collapse of mighty empires like the Roman Empire to the heartbreak of broken families. All reveal the terrifyingly destructive power of divide and conquer. Like a virus infiltrating a system, it corrodes from within, breaking bonds, sowing doubt and eroding the self-esteem of its victims. The narcissist, with their chilling perceptiveness, understands the strength of this tactic and wields it as a potent tool for manipulation and control. Let us embark on this journey of uncovering divide and conquer, peeling back the intricate masks behind which narcissists hide. Together, we will illuminate every corner of this strategy, identify its warning signs, and learn to protect ourselves and those around us from the perilous grip of psychological manipulation. And finally, remember this: you are not alone in this battle. I will arm you with powerful psychological weapons to shatter the chains of manipulation, reclaim your freedom, and cultivate healthy, fulfilling relationships. Let the journey of enlightenment begin. In the narcissist's covert divide and conquer game, three primary roles are played: the victim, the villain, and the hero. The narcissist will alternately play the role of either the victim or the hero, depending on the situation and their objectives. But in truth, they are always the true villain pulling the strings from behind the scenes. When playing the victim, the narcissist seeks to cast someone else as the villain. They then smear, slander, or discredit that person to a third party, hoping to gain this person's allegiance and incite them to join forces against the so-called villain. Conversely, when adopting the hero role, the narcissist will cast the third party as a victim and then position themselves as the rescuer or protector, shielding them from the villain. In doing so, they create an alliance, fostering a sense of indebtedness and dependence in the third party. Regardless of the role they play, the narcissist's ultimate goal remains the same: to draw you into this drama triangle. They provoke you, incite anger, and elicit reactions, only to then point the finger at you and declare that you are, in fact, the true villain. So, what is the true purpose of divide and conquer? First, they aim to sow discord among people. When conflicts arise, they become the sole holder of the full narrative, manipulating information and maintaining control over the situation. Second, they seek to discredit you, making you appear as the villain in the eyes of others. By distorting the truth and planting seeds of doubt, they cause you to feel terrible, confused, and disorientated. But hidden beneath these tactics lies a darker motive: to conceal their true nature. Narcissists refuse to acknowledge their own flaws, whether it's lying, manipulation, disrespect, criticism, or controlling behavior. They avoid confronting the reality that they are just ordinary humans with imperfections. Rather than recognizing and correcting these issues, they strive to hide them by creating chaos and blaming others. Divide and conquer is the perfect tool for them to divert attention, evade responsibility, and uphold their fabricated image. The chessboard of emotional manipulation. Old supply, new supply. A narcissist, with an ego inflated to the size of a cosmic black hole, is perpetually craving admiration and control. In their eyes, the people around them are merely pieces on the chessboard of affection, serving their insatiable needs. They manipulate, compare, and sow seeds of jealousy and insecurity, turning the old supply and new supply into puppets in their power game. When you are the old supply, once the center of their universe, you are now overshadowed by the arrival of the new supply. The narcissist keeps you around as a reserve piece, exploiting you when necessary, but their gaze is fixed on the new person, who promises more intense emotions and absolute submission. They compare, criticize, and belittle you to satisfy their inflated ego, while simultaneously provoking jealousy within you, making you long to reclaim the position you've lost. When you are the new supply, you are immersed in the sweetness of their affection, believing you are their one and only. But somewhere in the shadows, the old supply lingers, haunting your relationship like a ghost. The narcissist will spin words to justify their actions, conceal the truth, and make you doubt your own perceptions. They instill guilt, making you blame yourself for unwarranted jealousy or overthinking. The narcissist's game. The narcissist revels in watching the old supply and new supply vie for their affection. They create competition, fuel jealousy, and turn you into moths drawn to the flame of their deceitful love. They post pictures, flaunt achievements, and draw comparisons, basking in the power that comes from being pursued and admired by many. Like directors of a carefully scripted drama, they orchestrate everything to their liking, while maintaining an innocent, blameless facade. They exploit children to turn them against you. In the arsenal of a narcissist's manipulative tactics, perhaps none is more ruthless and insidious than using children as tools against you. They transform these innocent little angels into pawns in their twisted power game, sowing division and destroying the sacred bond of parenthood. A narcissist spares no means, from poisoning the children's minds with cruel words about you to turning them into messengers of hateful messages. They assume the role of the good parent, showering the children with gifts and sweet promises while planting seeds of doubt about you, driving the children to distance themselves and lose trust in you. They may even make the children accomplices in their dark schemes, instructing them to reveal your secrets, encouraging them to keep things from you, or falsely accusing you in a way that convinces the children you are malevolent and unworthy of love. Every word and action of the narcissist is meticulously calculated, with the ultimate goal of alienating the children from you. They exploit the children's innocence and purity to serve their selfish goals, disregarding the profound emotional harm inflicted on both you and the children. This calculated manipulation is one of the most heartbreaking strategies employed by narcissists, leaving lasting scars on family relationships and innocent minds. It highlights the lengths to which they will go to maintain control and serve their own ends, regardless of the cost to others. They deliberately establish ambiguous relationships. In the manipulative world of a narcissist, there are always shadowy, outside relationships hovering like specters, threatening the fragile happiness you share. These could be a close friend who conveniently shows up during their moments of need, an ex-lover with lingering ties, or a newfound soulmate with an inexplicable bond. The narcissist devotes special attention, time, energy, and even significant events, like trips or celebrations, to this person, moments that should rightfully include you. Even if you pride yourself on being rational and not prone to unwarranted jealousy, the presence of this phantom inevitably leaves you unsettled, sensing that something is amiss. When you express your concerns, the narcissist immediately shifts the blame onto you, accusing you of being jealous or controlling. This pushes you into a labyrinth of self-doubt, torn between respecting their boundaries and grappling with feelings of betrayal and replacement. At times, this relationship might cross the boundaries of ordinary friendship, morphing into a secret affair where emotional and physical intimacy is shared with someone else. You find yourself feeling like a redundant accessory, abandoned in your own relationship. Sometimes the phantom isn't even an external friend or lover, but a family member, whom the narcissist uses as a tool to belittle and control you. They constantly compare and praise this person, making you feel inferior and unworthy. You're left lost and isolated within your relationship, unsure of your standing and whether you can endure the presence of this phantom any longer. Eventually, the harsh truth is revealed, confirming that your suspicions were never baseless. This orchestrated ambiguity is yet another weapon in the narcissist's arsenal, a calculated strategy to destabilize you emotionally, keep you guessing, and maintain their control over the narrative of your shared life. They play the role of peacemaker to isolate you. Narcissists often carry unresolved anger and resentment stemming from wounds in their past. Instead of addressing these internal issues, they seek to unload their pain onto others, and you are often the chosen target. When a narcissist uses the divide and conquer strategy, it's not just a way to manipulate you, it's also their way of coping with their own dissatisfaction and anger. Even if you have nothing to do with the root of their anger, you still become the target for them to vent their negative emotions. Understanding this is the first step in protecting yourself from their toxic manipulation. Have you ever heard the phrase, "If I can't control you, I'll control how others think about you"? This perfectly sums up the divide and conquer strategy that narcissists often use. They don't just want to control you, they also want to punish or destroy you by involving others in your life. This is how they create conflicts between you and others, positioning themselves in the middle as the one in control, without anyone realizing that they are the source of the problem. Imagine this strategy as a triangle, with the narcissist in the center and you and another person at opposite ends. They distort facts or spread misinformation to create tension between you and the other person. For example, they might tell you that your neighbor said unkind things about you, even though this never happened. Then they tell the neighbor a similar story, making both of you feel upset and mistrustful toward each other. This approach not only generates hostility but also allows the narcissist to maintain their innocent image in the eyes of both sides. While you and the other person clash, the narcissist observes and benefits from the chaos they created. In the end, you feel isolated, lose trust in others, and increasingly rely on the narcissist. By dragging people around you into this spiral of conflict, they aim to create an alliance that you can't combat. They want you to feel isolated and weaker than them and their allies. This doesn't just enhance their image, it also discredits you, ensuring others view you negatively. They hope that the social isolation and pressure they orchestrate will force you to give in and say, "Fine, I agree with you." This is a favorite tactic of narcissists because, first, they enjoy watching you and others fight. It satisfies their need for attention and control. Second, they exploit the situation to extract information, money, or anything else they desire from both parties. It's like a game of bidding where they support the person who offers them the most benefit. In the end, you are left feeling trapped, isolated, and emotionally exhausted. The narcissist revels in this dynamic as it strengthens their power and control while eroding your confidence and support network. They use this tactic to discard you. You'll see the divide and conquer strategy most clearly during the discard phase, when the narcissist decides they no longer want to continue the relationship. Instead of addressing it directly with you, they involve a third party. At this stage, they begin collecting evidence, taking screenshots of messages, recording conversations, then sharing this with someone else, often their next potential supply. The purpose is to plant negative ideas about you in the other person's mind, such as, "I'm trapped in a terrible relationship, my partner is awful, and I can't take it anymore." By doing this, they craft an image of themselves as the pitiable victim, while simultaneously tarnishing your reputation in the eyes of others. When you attempt to salvage the relationship, they smugly point at your actions and say, "See, I told you so." To cap off their performance, they publicly flaunt their happiness with the new person as a way to rub it in and further humiliate you. In reality, the divide and conquer strategy isn't confined to the discard phase. It permeates the entire relationship in various forms and intensities. It's a double-edged sword, both attacking you and manipulating others, ensuring that in the end the narcissist emerges as the sole victor. How to deal with this strategy? To counter the narcissist's divide and conquer tactic, the only way is to detach and heal internally. These are the two core elements that help you escape the toxic vortex they create. Understand that this strategy is designed to provoke you, dragging you into unnecessary conflicts and turmoil. Once you're involved, you become vulnerable and lose control. exactly what the narcissist wants to maintain their power. No matter how much you try to explain, mediate, or calm the situation, all your efforts only fuel their agenda, because your participation is their ultimate goal. Instead of trying to fix things, you need to learn how to detach emotionally and spiritually, refusing to engage in their game. This requires you to build a parallel reality where you are no longer affected by their manipulation. To do so, you must look inward and confront your deepest fears, such as the fear of rejection, the fear of not being good enough, or the fear of losing love and acceptance. As you begin to release these emotions, you'll discover your true value, boundaries, and inner strength. You'll realize that no one, especially the narcissist, has the right to control your emotions and your life. When you detach, you will no longer be drawn into their criticisms, comparisons, or sophisticated manipulations. You'll be able to establish healthy relationships where you are respected and genuinely loved. You'll move past trying to fix unhealthy people, stop engaging in unnecessary conflicts, and instead focus on building a peaceful, free, and meaningful life. If the narcissist is trying to manipulate your children or destroy your relationships with family and friends, remember that healing internally not only helps you, but also protects your loved ones from their toxic influence. By holding on to your values and maintaining calm, the truth will naturally come to light, and healthy relationships will be restored. Detachment and healing are journeys that require time and effort, but they are the surest path to regaining control and finding true peace in life. Remember that healthy relationships do not make you feel controlled or hurt, and you deserve a life filled with love and respect. So we've explored the divide and conquer tactic, one of the most insidious strategies employed by narcissists. Hopefully, through this discussion, you now have a better understanding of how it works and the harm it inflicts on its victims. Remember, awareness is the first step to protecting yourself. Once you understand divide and conquer, you'll be better equipped to spot the warning signs early and take appropriate action to defend yourself. Don't let narcissists manipulate and control your life. Trust in yourself, in those who truly love and care for you, and take the courage to step out of this toxic cycle. If you're struggling, don't hesitate to seek help from professionals. You are not alone in this battle. Thank you for watching. Please share this with your loved ones to spread awareness and help those who may be victims of narcissistic behavior. Together, we can build understanding and support those in need.